Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Daybreak. And the reason we're on Daybreak is because we're in the grand final of the InStarcraft.de HotS Invitational, as sponsored by Idilo.de, one of the Germany's leading providers in technological goods, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner as the Pink Zerg. Playing for Team Acer, we have Bly. And in the top right-hand corner as the Yellow Protoss, currently 1-0 up in this series, we have Sage. And yep. Sage is also currently the champion from the previous InStarcraft.de Invitational. So not only is he fighting for that money, he is fighting for the pride of being the double champion.
And was that HotS as well?
That was HotS as well. It was the previous tournament of this.
Sage starting out really strong here. It's
yeah,
gonna be interesting to see how long you can keep this run going. Of course, yeah, this might be an effect of that Ministry of War factor. I mean, they're Ministry of War, Ministry of Win factor. they're basically mass gaming so much, and you look at Moro, he's investing a lot of time into Heart of the Swarm. You look at Sage, he's investing a lot of time into Heart of the Swarm. So this might just be where it pays off.
It might be, and your throat sounds ill.
I'm good. I've done worse.
Right.
I've done DreamHack open bracket until about 2 a.m. No, that was killer.
Absolutely. And you want to do it again, you crazy man. But we are seeing a Nexus go down for Sage, and there is a probe blocking the hatchery of Bly right now.
Yep, it's going to keep that going as long as he can. Pylon block? No pylon block. Instead, he's going to go for the scout inside. Wants to see if the gases are up. But nope, no gas.
Doing a bit of a scout rather than denying the expansion. And he does see the gas, which means he's fairly safe to basically keep doing what he's doing. Continue getting out of that.
Rush.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to get busted down. He doesn't need to build a million cannons. It's fairly safe to assume that his opponents are either going for early lings, which will be killed off by one cannon, or going for the early expansion, which will be no need for cannons.
I think it's a little bit sloppy that actually Bly fails to kill this probe. The probe hiding behind the middle line, just juking the lings. The lings spreading out everywhere looking for this probe. Only now realizing that, wait a minute, it's in my main.
What's this yellow dot doing in my main? Kill it with fire. And the natural expansion will finish up for Sage any second now, whereas Bly's will finish up fairly soon. And this probe may make it back home as long as there's something out on the map to help defend it, but it doesn't look good.
Nope, so we do see this probe just trying to make its way back. I don't think so. He might actually.
It's doing fairly well, actually. It's over halfway, and it's only lost a bit of health. It may actually make it.
The shield regen doesn't activate in time.
No, it is going to make it. It's going to make it back alive, and he may just hold position it in the choke to help the cannon. But no, he's just going to let it escape. So well done.
It always depends on the amount of turns that you have to make on your path with the probe.
All right,
whether it's going to go down
and
to
he took a fairly straight route. Like I think he had 2 corners throughout the entire thing.
Exactly, which helps a lot. Oh, accidentally zoomed in there. I'm using a Death Adder, and though I love Razor Mice traditionally, I gotta say, the scroll wheels, this is my 3rd one, the scroll wheels break so fast. 3 months or something, and it's broken.
Oh dear. That is quite unfortunate.
I want my Diamondback back. Honestly, those things were the god.
Why not a Cyborg Rat?
That's, I don't know.
From Mad Cats, that company.
Yeah.
That sponsors that team you like.
But now you're putting me in a very difficult spot because I can't critique their products. So
it's revenge because someone in the chat has just mentioned that you've been trolling me with Soundboard. So that's revenge there for you.
Okay, well, I know. I'll play with the rat. Yeah, sure. Markman, ship it my way, and I will rock it like a pro.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Sage is throwing down both of his gas right now, and is continuing to macro up Stargate on the way as well, which he's done quite a bit in these games we've seen him play.
I like that what Bly is doing right now. Bly basically getting a lot of map presence, making sure that, hey, if there's anything out on the map, I'm going to be able to take it out. There's going to be probe now coming out for a Sage, and that will likely get intercepted now.
Yep, if Bly's paying attention to his Overlord, it doesn't look like he was. Nope, here it comes. Here come the Lings down, and they will get this probe.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he already got the scout off on that third. That's exactly what he wanted to stop.
Yeah,
like, this is a good play because he's sending his Lings out everywhere. He's going to get this probe, and then the probe just walks by and spots gets that scout anyway, and it's kind of sad for me.
Indeed. And
did those gateways go down after or before the scout? Ooh, after.
Yep, gateways after the scout and void rays as well, which is we haven't seen yet.
This is basically this is a kind of aggression that you see. Well, we've seen this previously in Wings of Liberty a lot. Basically, you open up with the void ray and phoenixes, and you just start doing damage. Then, as soon as the Zerg thinks, hey, maybe things are okay. Maybe it sees the sun. At the end of the clouds or the storm. Suddenly, you've got a whole bunch of gateway units crashing down your front as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise, and we're seeing a robotics bay coming up as well, which means after this, like you said, there's going to be a whole bunch of gateway units. Not only that, there's going to be a Colossus.
Yeah, you don't usually see the Colossus added into the mixture as well. That's a considerable investment. I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. Now, we see this Overseer getting a good scout off. Is going to get taken down, of course, but he spots everything. He knows exactly what Sage is up to right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the meantime, I'm wondering where this void ray's gone. I think it's just killing off overlords at the moment. There it is, moving down towards the third base. There are Hydras out. It needs to be careful. It needs to pull back. Takes a little bit of health damage. It's taking a lot. Needs to get out of there. Does get out of there. And the mothership core is just about to complete, as well as an immortal. So he will be able to hold off if the Hydras decide to go for the aggression. Phoenix sneaking in the back as well, going to get a scout.
Meanwhile, actually, Sage looking for his third here is not going to be able to get it because the creep there denying him for right now.
Yep, absolutely. But he has managed to throw down the 2 pylons, so he'll be able to throw down some cannons if he wants to. In the meantime, this Phoenix will kill this Overlord, but here come the Queens. Mega the Phoenix gets the Overlord. Phoenix does escape just 1 yellow health, so very lucky Phoenix there. And Sage has been incredibly lucky with his air this game.
I'm kind of curious to see, what we can really expect from here on out, considering that Bly hasn't really divulged his tech at all, and he's been getting food capped. So, reasonably, you'd expect that he would spend more money on upgrades and on tech. So, I'm kind of looking for some kind of aggression. Now, we do see that there is the infestation bit coming up. There's the Pathogen Glands upgrade, of course. There's the Hive coming up now. So I think he's just going to rush tier 3 here.
Looks like it. He's definitely seems to be the way he's going. Hive will allow him to go to tier 3, and the fact he has these Corruptors definitely shows that he's wanting to go Broodlords. However, Sage does have this Stargate already up, so he can go for that mothership very soon, or he can do what we've been suggesting all night and go for a couple Tempest. But there are a lot of Hydras out right now, so that's going to make it a bit more difficult.
I gotta say, losing that Void Ray there was kind of painful because he didn't really manage to do anything with it. And a Void Ray is always nice to have out because basically you're dominating, you're creating a lot of map presence for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And when Hive finishes, he could Bly could possibly get his speed for his Hydralisk as well, which would really help in this position. Oh, Hallucinated Colossus, that's going to scare the crap out of Bly.
Yeah, on the other hand, I'm kind of wondering if this is going to work. I mean, usually you want to attack at this stage. But like I said, okay, Bly is getting his tier 3 earlier because of the food caps, because of the harassment that we saw from the Phoenixes, because of the harassment we saw from the Void Rays, killing off a lot of Overlords. Basically, it means you're stacking minerals and gas, you basically speed up your timetable, you invest more into the upgrades instead, and therefore the tier 3 is going to hit kind of early. And Sage is going to have to account for that as well. He's not going to have to try to move out and get something done. Where for his feelings, he feels like, well, I don't really have to rush that much quite yet. Meanwhile, that Greater Spire is getting closer and closer, and there's a lot of Corruptors out.
Absolutely. Bly definitely playing away from the standard timings, which is going to catch Sage really off guard. Sage's attack timing has sort of been and gone right now. He's getting a couple Archons just in case, but is it really going to be enough right now? He's very much behind tech-wise.
Yeah, I don't know. The Broodlords are already coming out now. Charge is not quite done yet. That +2 upgrade is not quite done yet. And here we see the aggression. No, decent fungal. At least he gets a sentry with a lot of energy, but doesn't even manage to kill it there. So the fungal, nah, it's okay.
Yeah,
He's looking for a fifth. It's not even up. This is even more time basically being bought for Bly, who's got. Yeah, he's gonna have the Broodlords up.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have them up. In fact, they already are up. They're up on the high ground, and he's just about to reveal them right now. The army moves in. There's the fungal on some of those units. In fact, no, where is the fungal? I haven't seen it yet. Here come the Broodlords from the high ground.
Good split.
Sage will not have been expecting this, and here we go. Sage pulling back. He knows he's in trouble. The Hydra's doing so much damage right now. They are slowly being killed off, though. The War Prism is in play, but the Immortals are all being annihilated right now, and Sage knows he has to move.
Yep, and now Sage is going to be put in a very hard position. He doesn't have a fourth yet. Like we said, this is completely off script. There's a lot of Hydras now out, which do a lot of damage against the Immortals. There's nothing that can really deal with the Broodlords. It's just not a good position to be in.
Yep, this is true. So we are seeing a blink on the way for Sage, as well as the +2 weapon. No, sorry, that's +3 weapon upgrade for Sage. So he's definitely going to try it and get the damage out. He knows his opponent has Broodlords now, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him throw down a Fleet Beacon. There it is. There's the timing on that one. So he will be getting out that mothership as fast as possible. And he will have to try and use it as well as possible, because he doesn't have many Archons. We're seeing an Immortal drop, but there's a fungal on the Warp Prism. Those Immortals will go down, and the Warp Prism will also be killed off by these Hydras. That's still a lot of gas.
It's a nice attempt to get something done and earn himself a better position. On the other hand, he doesn't do the damage he needs to. He wasn't able to focus down the Hydra then, and he wasn't able to focus down the Greater Spire either. So, I don't know.
This is
Sage is in trouble this game. That's all you can say. We do see a lot of Lings now for Bly trying to make something happen here, but really, this is the time for Cracklings is not now. It's not to send them into the main army. You want to just do some kind of counterattack with them instead, or at least maybe send them in with the Broodlords. That's a much better position now, because you see these Broodlords slowly but surely marching across the map, trying to get towards his third.
Absolutely, the Fleet Beacon has finished, but Sage has not even started his mothership yet. There it is. He's just trying to harass with these zealots, trying to keep Bly as busy for as long as possible, but Bly is having none of it. He's moving towards the third base of Sage, and there's nothing here. The Broodlords moving onto the high ground. They're going to lay siege from here. They can retreat fairly easily, and yet he's sacking it. He's going to move out. Looks like it's going to turn into a base race right now. Mothership is still on the way. No, he's going to not base race. He's going to move around the back and try and trap these units right now. But the Broodlords can still retreat onto the high ground. But here we go. Here is the sandwich blinking forward. Gets one, two Broodlords. He's still doing some damage to another one, but the Stalkers are slowly being killed off by these Broodlords. Blinking forward again. Gets another Broodlord. The army is slowly disappearing for Bly right now. But Sage's supply is so low. He's losing everything. He can't hit those Broodlords. He's dealing a tiny bit of damage to them on the high ground. There's some Stalkers from behind as well. Broodlords are just walking backwards though and killing them off, and GG!
That was absolutely inevitable.
That was fairly brutal. Rush to tech free worked very, very well for Bly, and Sage just wasn't ready.